Hello, everyone, and if you were expecting a tournament this weekend, that is not going to happen, unfortunately. That tournament had to be postponed. And instead, I'm bringing together a lot of my friends, and we're going to be streaming kind of an any rank Valorant gameplay. I've selected Lefty and SnapSync to be the two captains, and they're going to be picking from the other players that you see available here. If you're expecting great Valorant gameplay, change your expectations. This is teams that have not practiced together and that have ranks that are a little bit all over the place, competing against each other. Can you guys hear me all right? Everyone in just confirm, am I speaking?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to have Lefty be the first choice and SnapSync be the second choice, just based on a little coin flip that I had. Lefty, would you want to start attack for your team or defense for your team? All right, I see you're selecting defense, which means SnapSync and Lefty, you guys need to switch. Now, knowing that you're starting on defense, SnapSync, you're going to get to make the first pick for who you want on your team. Looks like SnapSync selected Buddy. Lefty, go ahead and pick who you want.
Marky.
And we're going to do kind of a snake draft here. Lefty, go ahead and make another selection.
Christian, little big guy.
SnapSync, back to you. And again, SnapSync, your fourth pick.
Where's my fucking button? Crispy, slide on over to attacker.
Lefty, your final two picks.
Sinbix. Joel.
Which means Isgoose, you will be on the attacking team. Now, I don't know if you guys have a map preference in mind, but I'm just going to have you guys ban 3 each. Starting with Lefty, you can ban 1 here.
Do I ban one?
Yeah, just ban 1 map for now.
Breeze.
SnapSync, your turn to ban a map. It's only the current pool that we have, the 7 maps that are currently in.
Abyss, get it out.
Lefty, your second ban.
Haven.
SnapSync, your second ban.
Oh, get rid of buying.
We have Split, Pearl, and Corrode left. Go ahead and ban 1, Lefty.
What do I hate?
Haven was already banned, I believe, right?
Ban Corrode, please.
And then SnapSync, your final ban should be either Split or Corrode.
Split.
So we are playing Corrode.
Wait.
I ban Corrode.
Oh, you...
It's
Yeah, between
Pearl.
Split
We're
and
playing
Pearl.
Pearl.
What's Pearl? What the heck? My bad. I have this right, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
See.
Best of luck to you guys. I'm going to go ahead and start. If you guys are in a Discord call together, go ahead and split in different channels just so you don't have a bunch of cross comms. And now we're getting into it. The map is going to be Pearl. We have quite a bit of mixed ranks here. I think the highest rank in this lobby is Ascendant 2, and the lowest rank we have that is ranked in is a Bronze player. But we do have one person that isn't even unranked. He hasn't played this game in a couple years, so you're really going to see gameplay that's all over the place. Now, every now and then you might get a little bit of noise coming from the background. It's Hag speaking in the background. For the actual tournament, in case you don't know, that's my fiance in the background. She was going to compete on a team, and we were going to kind of split things up a little bit better so you don't pick up her voice. But since the tournament was postponed for this little fun thing, you might hear her every now and then. But we both wear noise-canceling headphones, so we can't really hear each other. Looks like we're running double duelist on the defense here, with a Jet Raise lock. And on the attacking side, it looks like we're going to be running a fairly standard, I'd say, Pearl comp. At least what looks like a fairly standard Pearl comp. Double Senti for the attackers there. It looks like that we're going to be having a fairly standard setup from the defense here. It looks like they're leaning 2-on-2 with the KJ playing in middle. That turret's intended to hold art, while most of the attackers here look like they're leaning a little bit more towards the B side. Buddy pre-firing a bit there. And instantly being pushed away. Oh, looks like if you can see at the bottom of the map here. All these attackers instead playing a bit of a fake here. Looks like they intended to sell some of the util towards the other side of the map. In the meantime, most of these people are now going to actually get to plant on A, while the defense is completely caught off guard.
Planted.
Up to getting one.
Oh my god.
No peeking. Got one.
A little bit of a whiff there.
Last player
Not gonna lie.
standing. One enemy remaining.
Coming down to the final 1v1. This rank disparity here is the highest it could have been. This is an unranked versus the Ascendant 2 in the lobby for that final match, with the attackers taking it, going up 1-0 on that pistol round.
That works.
Jack, dive in it. Dive in it.
Looks like the defense wants to set up leaning a bit towards B here, with 3 players leaning, 1 leaning towards A and 1 towards B. Looks like they're trying to play a bit with a bit of a sight stack here. Little bad guy. Having to peek the angle to just a Marshall. He's injured too, but no kills. And it gets picked off by the attackers. Might he get 2? Snapsing with the plan. Interesting choice to farm orbs for the Omen. Now we're in a 5v4. Good flash coming in. Blind 2 there and elbow. Yeah, also mauling. This is kind of disastrous. With the attackers going up 1-0, they get ecoed by the defense here.
Never back down.
As expected, we see the KJ and the Clove here, which happen to be the 2 highest ranked people on the defenders. Kind of starting off early with 4 kills each. Where on the attacking side, we see that it's mainly going to the Jet. Also, no surprise there, as he's also the other high-ranked person in this lobby. Looks like the attackers are leaning a bit towards A here. Well, the defense is starting at 2-1-2. Looks like they're going quick. But he's getting a big chip damage in, while also taking a bit of damage himself. This Roomba's gonna get... Oh! Defense is grouping up towards Flowers, but that Roomba just missed and didn't get very much info. But he's gonna be in a good spot here. But instantly traded out.
One enemy remaining.
I think Sinbix blinded himself. I think, I wish I had replays for this, I think that Sinbix blinded himself on the KO. Also, I apologize that the observing is going to be a bit all over the place. My setup was not really well practiced for this, so I'm having to keep track of everything that's going on in the game while also trying to cast, so they're both going to be a bit worse off than they otherwise would have been. But I'm a one-man show right now, so I'm going to do the best that I can to show you guys some fun Valorant. Looks like the attack is leaning a bit towards A here.
Get out of my way. Drop in a smoke.
It's just Lefty alone, left on site. He gets instantly picked up, but that's all the knives. I don't know if Buddy has a... Oh, he picks up the rifle off the body. And it's another plant for the Omen here. Buddy's sneaking into Flowers here.
Bomb buddy out.
One enemy remaining.
Shadows traveling. A gift.
Defense is running up here. Looks like they're going for a 4-man flank with the Raze playing alone towards middle. But with the attack leaning all towards middle, looks like the Joel here on the Raze is going to have to come clutch. And he does! He gets one! He gets the best player! Meanwhile, a bunch of fighting going on mid.
One enemy remaining.
The defense takes another round with just a quick play through A there.
Now that was
What a call from their IGL.
Okay, I only have like 78 grenades left. Hopefully that's enough.
Couple ults coming in, coming online for both the defense and the attack here. It looks like Zazu is going to be playing with the op this round, while Hag has the KJ ult to potentially use to stall out the attack And Lefty has that ult just in case he needs to come back online.
Play, let's
With-
play.
The attack running down towards A. It looks like Lefty might be in trouble.
One of these.
His ult might come into play here. A couple players quickly rotate over just to help stall, and that KG ult does go down just to prevent the A take.
Yeah.
Looks like the attack still wants to walk up towards A.
Ice Smash?
Couple shots. Ooh,
Crown.
Buddies gets picked off here. Little big guy with a nice flick over there. A prowler to clear, but little big guy carefully shot the prowler just so they don't have full info on lamps. Crispy entering a smoke. Trying to make a bit of noise here. Meanwhile, two other players instead leaning over towards B
30
lane.
seconds left.
Teleport's ready.
Looks like there's gonna be a big clash here. It's one for Zazu, but it is unfortunately on the Clove. Looks like there's gonna be a refight here. I think it's picked off.
Accuracy.
Very well played. They're running out of time. Slow time here.
10 seconds left. Good. One enemy
That's a
remaining.
three-piece from Hag, and Spike is down. There's no time. But it's gonna be the round.
Yeah.
All Crispy can do is save.
Taking a
I don't know if you guys heard that on the mic, but Hag in the background was asking, why would you sit in the corner with the bomb? And that's a question that I have myself. Why would you sit in the corner with the bomb? Why would... I know the play was to kind of run a fake there, and then or maybe the KG ult helped stall out, and they were planning to rotate through mid, but to not even attempt to take the spike more carefully. And just let it get trapped in no man's land where the rest of the attackers are forced to kind of push in. It is a bit of a weird play. It's looking like it's gonna be B hit. It looks like they're full sending it here. Two defenders on site, but both quickly get taken out. The attackers just have the site for free. It's a 3v5 retake. Looks like Joel's gonna take first contact, and Joel is the kryptonite for Buddy here.
Last player standing.
It's gonna be 1v2 for Lefty. Spike is down, so he has to play this quickly. It's not gonna happen for him though. Attackers are gonna take the round. They go up 4-3. Econ's still pretty good for the defense though. Looks like this is not gonna break the bank, but another round loss could. Meanwhile, on the attacking side, the money's a bit weird. They have 3 players that are a bit of a running out of econ, I'd say, and 2 players that seem to be holding a lot of that money for their team. It's kind of interesting that Goose isn't getting a buy here from the 2 players that totally can afford to make that purchase. Big fight mid. It's one, but instantly traded.
Yeah. Oh, idiot bomb.
Spike down mid.
Okay.
Joel gets picked off by his Goose. Symbix has one, and
Last player standing.
this is going to be... Puts a little big guy in a 1v2. Spike is down mid, being held... Or sorry, it's being... Doors are being watched currently by his Goose. Meanwhile, him and Zazu both are carefully contemplating what to do next. The big guy playing connector. I think he's just listening to see if they go B or A. Meanwhile, the attackers are taking a bit of space here.
30 seconds left.
They are going to have that A site for free.
Rip and tear. Thorns are live.
Let's see how they play this.
Last player standing.
Little big guy gets one with the op, but whips his knives. Big tap. And the shorty from that range is diabolical.
Clutch.
It's a close match we have so far. And, you know, despite the rank differences we're seeing with some of these players, it's not the worst Valorant that I've seen. Like I mentioned before, we have a couple of Ascendants, we have quite a few Diamonds, Plats, but then we have players as low as Bronze in this lobby. And one player, like I said, that's even unranked that hasn't played in quite some time. And all players are seeming to do pretty good. Like, if you look at Joel there, that's a great example. He's unranked currently, and he has 3 kills, with 2 of them being on the highest ranked player in the lobby. Looking like the attackers want to lean towards B a little bit, but they're not really too aggressive with this. Meanwhile, this angle is being held by the op from B.
Here.
We saw 3, I think. 4. But misses his op shot. Just his angle. Gets spammed a little bit by Buddy, but Buddy can't get the kill. It's a little big guy with the op shot here. Doing their best to stall this push out, but I do think that the 4 attackers still want to commit to this. Wise ult used, Ray's ult unfortunately ends in a Rosa here. Oh, Joel sees 4. He gets buckied. Looks like the attackers are gonna get this plant out on the B site. Not without a fight from Symbix.
Last player standing. 1 enemy remaining.
Snapsink in 1v1. What's in Snapsink here? Both not on full health. He's unsure of where that TP was, so he's gonna recheck heaven here. What a smart play from Snapsink.
They think they know pain.
Just to play slowly, and play all the mind games with the TPs there, just to you know, waste time with Lefty having to re-clear things. Looks like it's going to be an art play from the defense here. They're running into mid quite a bit. You know, Joel on the A site here's probably quite a few of them. He's gonna use a nade to stall, but it looks like it just comes a little bit too late. The attackers here are gonna stiff stuff them out. Can you util the stall?
Face your fear.
It's gained at least 4. But he gets 2.
Last
Defense.
player standing.
Tap on the spike.
Last player standing.
Is using a 1v1. Against Lefty here. Stinger is gonna win it out.
Well, that's just grand.
Stay
I'd be interested to
focused.
hear what the comms are like for these two teams, just because instead of it being pre-formed teams like the tournament was supposed to
You
be,
want to play? Let's play.
as you guys saw at the beginning of the stream, these teams were formed with
Get out of my way.
schoolyard picks, so no time to practice. I wonder if they still have someone that's making calls, like maybe the better players in the team are trying to make plays here. It does look like this is gonna be a 5-man rush. Joel stuck in a weird position here. Crosshair aiming at toes. Omen Blind comes in to get Sinbix off the angle. But it doesn't look like they've taken very much space with that. It looks like all the stall that was there right at the choke point.
Spike down B. Here.
The defense is gonna come back through. Pinched in. Joel with another good pick. That's huge. Another one. That's so big for the defense here.
Here.
You know, the two attackers now,
30
Kinda corralled.
seconds left.
or they were until that pick. They don't realize that B side's free.
Here.
Good footsteps. Missed top shot,
Enemy remaining.
but the Marshall comes in. We'll vote to stall.
10 seconds left. Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
How did the defense lose that?
Last
I think
round
that they
in the
misplayed that
half.
just a little bit. I think there was a bit of an overpeak there. Time is low. There's 10 seconds on the clock. I can't believe that the Clover Jet didn't just play their life and run away. It's a missed opportunity there to go up, I believe, for the first time in this game. And instead, it's going to be the attacking team that goes up here. This is an interesting play. Maybe a bit of a fake here. Trying to buy some time. Well, the Omen on Snapseek here makes a bunch of noise. It looks like his team is going to be going a different direction. And a clean shot from Hag there with the Sheriff onto Crispy Pancakes. The doors. Maybe looking for another one with that Sheriff.
Found them.
You're here.
Killed my bot.
Looks like there's gonna be a fight on B. Fake plan. The defense is gonna use another Killjoy ult. It's gonna stall out B. I don't know if there's enough time for the rest of the team to beat there. It's gonna be
30 seconds left.
oh. Kind of a rough TP from the Omen there. And if the spike's gonna go down,
Spike
if
down
the
A.
defending team here throws this round, I would be very surprised. Low time, still some util to stall. It's gonna be a bloodbath on the fight, but they have to go quick on the attackers here.
One
6
enemy
seconds,
remaining.
and that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it for the half.
Switching sides.
Let's take a little bit with the side swap here. Let's look a little bit at how the defense wants to set things up. It looks like the Vise is going to be setting up towards A.
Now we wait.
The Chamber's going to be left alone on B. It looks like maybe a player or two are going to rotate back, but I'm questioning. I wish I could like draw on the map for you guys like they do in VCT, but there's a big puzzle piece in a couple portions of this map, and instead we're going to get like a huge bloodbath in the defense here's taking all the space. I mean, what I thought was going to be a huge fight at the beginning of the round just turned into a free orb on for the defending team here. Instead, it looks like the fight's actually going to happen towards B, at least initially. Waiting at the Fade Eye. Smart play. Well, the 3 players, now 4 players coming to group up here. Sazu with a rough angle. Let's see if you can get at least one. You're going to have to come up a little big here or the site's going to be opened up. Snap sync. That one way.
Knife deployed.
So here's at least one. Maybe 2 retake here. What a combo of util there. There was nothing that his Goose could do. Instead, it's Buddy left to fight 3 people with just a sheriff. What a 4K from Sinbix there. You know, some of these people are people that I play with all the time, including Sinbix. And I've been playing with him for a while. He kind of was a key team or a key player on the premier team that we had. And I've watched him grow from a player that used to be ranked in like silver to now he's plat 3. And his utility on the initiator has always been his strongest piece of his skill. Looks like a little bit of a play towards A. Not going to grab the orb, instead choosing to walk up silent. Going to be met with 2 players here to hold the A site. I think both have classics, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, both do have classics. Did they clear this, though? I think that scanned both. He is cleared, but he doesn't... He's not killed. You know, Lefty gets a pick in mid onto Snap Sync there. It looks like the attackers are going to choose to rotate, to explore other parts of the map, and this does seem to be the better play. Maybe Crispy Pancakes, they're a bit aware of it. Okay, they are bringing the rotators in now. It does look like this can be a large fight on the B. Oh, and Lefty with just insane reaction time there. Simply seeing another. It is going to be a fight towards mid, which another really good piece of util from Sinbix there. Buddy unable to get a kill, and instead they all know where this last person is. And they are going to clean up to take another round, going up 8-6. Marcy Slays in chat saying this game is so close, I don't know who's more likely to win. OMG. I couldn't agree more. I do think this is a really close game, and I think that both team captains picked their team pretty well.
Now we wait.
This whole thing was kind of thrown together last minute. It was, like I said before, it was a tournament planned, and then we were going to replace it with something else, and then ended up with this kind of, like, literally 10 minutes before I started the stream. So it is nice to see that it's not a blowout. The game's good. And hopefully the content's pretty good. Although I am aware that it could be better. Looks like it's gonna be a bit of an A split. If 2 on the KJ and the KO going towards A main here. Meanwhile, the other 3 group up towards Art. A couple defenders kind of holding some angles, waiting to hear what info they can get. Kind of unmoving. They're kind of just waiting it out. Looks like this is gonna be a bit of a slow round, at least to begin. Snap Sync here's at least a couple shots exchanged. Buddy escaping towards Flowers. Try to play retake with the rest of his team. Meanwhile, Goose is left alone here on site. He is gonna potentially get one on Joel there. It's a decent pick. Joel's been a bit of a nuisance for their team.
Bring that down.
Just be clearing out art. Towards...
Here.
Last player standing.
Little big guy left to win a 1v2. He's not gonna be able to do it. Crispy Pancakes stakes that defuse while Zazu gets the kill. It's the third round of the half. We are coming up on a couple ults here. It looks like the Jet on the defense buddy is going to be a couple off his ult. Could potentially come into play here this round if he gets 1 or 2 with that sheriff. Maybe he can get an orb and pop knives. Meanwhile, it looks like the attack is going to be focused a bit, leading it a little bit towards mid. Trying to explore this part of the map a little bit. They previously found SnapSync playing connector, but I guess they're looking to see if he's still playing there. Maybe trying to get a bit of info, take a bit of space towards art. There's a couple people grouping up here. It looks like the big guy, if he's not careful, could be running into a couple players that he's not aware of. Looks like they're instead choosing to play a bit slow again. It's a kind of a different approach to what we saw from the other team, where the previous attack rounds and the previous half were a bit hastened. They were a bit quicker, where instead it looks like this team led by Lefty is choosing to play things a bit slower, choosing to kind of feel out parts of the map and take space where they can.
30 seconds left.
Oh, this might be horrible timing for either team. The big guy gets the pick to get them into sight, but I don't know if they know. Oh, just as I switched to watch that gunfight, it looks like Hag was there to hold for Isgoose and was aware that someone could be in that angle. Instead, we're going to see quite the fight towards Art and Flowers, with little big guy getting one, and looks like he's coming up behind the other two. Zazu's aware, and oh, Zazu was able to get the pick, making it a 2v2, but Spike is planted. Are SnapSync and Zazu going to be able to play this out correctly? Do they know where these players are? I don't think so. I don't think they know. It's going to be another round for the attackers here. It's like clam slam in chat from Hag. I'll let you guys... I'll leave that up to the viewers to interpret what that is. An apology from Hag. Is pushing up with Op here. Misses his first shot onto little big guy. And it looks like little big guy's just gonna be aggressive here with Zazu missing another shot. It looks like the attack just wants to take this in quickly with all 5 running into sight. With almost uncontested 2 op shots that were missed have left this relatively open for them. Crispy Cake's got info. The fade scans 3, but doesn't clear little big guy in the corner. He's feeling one. He heard footsteps. Gets SnapSync, unfortunately, just kind of caught off guard. Stuck in a bad position. Gets another one. Little big guy's just feeling himself a little bit. That's 4. Can he get the ace? Ace, 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 ace. Missed 2 knives. Ace! Just a standout round there from little big guy.
Need a drop. Thanks.
Most of these people are people that I know, whereas the tournament that I do intend to run that has been postponed will be open to the public. It won't be made up of teams of people that I know mainly. Knowing a little big guy, he does have a tendency to overheat. he gets in situations where he starts feeling himself some, and he does just want to overswing. But in that case, it looks like it worked out for him. Goose is having a good game, and I do agree. Buddy missing a first knife. Little big guy choosing not to peek that. Pinging out instead and choosing to back up. Might be a smart play from them, as they might have opportunities to find some of the weaker players or lower ranked players in other positions of the map. Joel's going to make a little bit of space here towards Art. You know, getting a bit of chip damage onto SnapZink, but not really finding the kill. Instead, we're going to see kind of a lurk play coming from Hag down in the middle, while the other three commit to this execute onto A. Viswall is going to stall them out just a little bit. The other players are going to meet them here. SnapZink, oh, what a horrible whiff. Little big guy going down. The other two players still stuck main, with two players leading towards Art and the third player coming in to provide help. Looks like Zazu has an off here. He's going to get that pick off the back of some help by Crispy Pancakes. And the defense taking this round. SnapZink's team comes back, making it 10-8. There are a couple good ults online for both of these teams here. For the defense, we are going to see probably some sort of a Vise ult at some point if Goose can stay alive long enough to use it for a retake maybe. And Crispy Pancakes with that Fatal also has the opportunity to get some good value. Meanwhile, on the attacking side, Sinbix, Lefty, and Hag have three really good ults. Space is being taken a bit towards A main. But he hears this. But Hag's aware. Mollies him.
You should run.
He might... Oh! No. If he gets that kill there... I think the defense is fine, because he might have a chance to go and break the KG ult, and instead, he's going to whiff, and that KG ult's going to go off. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like the fake worked that well. Instead, we're going to see the attackers are pushing into this B site, with the defenders still kind of aware that they're here, aware that this play that was fake all along. A couple of really powerful ults coming in. Looks like it's going to be a big round for all these ults.
One enemy remaining.
I think playing sneaky here. Oh, I don't know if jumping out of that was the right play. It's going to be 11-8 here for the attackers. Lefty's team is going up. Almost on match point. And the econ is starting to look a bit rough for SnapZink's team. The big guy just having a really, really good game, and it looks like Buddy might have needed just a little bit more of a warm-up.
It begins.
Out of all the players we expect to see at the top of the leaderboard in a format like this, it was definitely probably not Zazu or Little Big Guy. Looks like there's going to be a fight here towards B. Zazu's stuck, kind of trapped in a bad spot, but he uses his TP to get out. Gonna have some info of where he might have been playing on site. Once again, the attackers are just going to stall. This is a play that they've been doing that's kind of been working for them. Make noise, stall. Just cut all noise after making a little bit and just leave the defense guessing a bit here. They do kind of have a few players leaning towards B, but the other ones, except on flank, where SnapZink could have gotten that kill, but Lefty gets the better of him. And Hag in the background yelling Clam Slam that might have got picked up on the mic. Unsure. Hag getting another one.
Spike down B. One enemy remaining.
Had your fun. My turn.
2v2, but Clovolt goes out. Zazu and Crispy Pancakes gonna fight this.
Player standing.
Instead, Lefty gets both of them, and Lefty's team is gonna go up 12-8. Zazu calling for the knife fight mid. Little Big Guy and Zazu, but Little Big Guy denies the knife fight.
My ult's not
Let's see if Zazu still expects him to anyway. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it's knife fight is gonna happen. Oh, unless. They are going for it. It is Zazu versus the big guy here. The rest of the team choosing to just watch. I'm kind of curious what happens after the snipe fight. Like, do they just... Zazu is the winner, and the rest of the team immediately takes their guns out and fights him for it.
Here. Here.
This is going to be a 4v4 round now. With Buddy taking quite a bit of damage there. But Crispy Pancake's finding one and immediately getting shot down.
Last player standing.
Is he finding one on the Raze ulted? Can he win this with just the Marshall? Molly might clear a bit of space, but I don't think it cleared him out fully. And instead, the Odin is going to come and clean it up. And that is going to do it for this game. It's going to be Lefty's team winning 13-8 here. All in all, I think that was a good game. I'm glad that we had the opportunity to do this.